It's Wednesday, July 11th, and I'm still thinking about traveling, but I'm kind of testing out a new microphone as well, sort of new. It's Guy's Daily Drive. And hello. It is Guy's Daily Drive for the date that I just said, which was Wednesday, July 11th. I don't know why I'm saying it again, other than I wanted to get some audio into this thing. Now, well, I don't know if you can see it or not, because I got my sunglasses on, because I'm super cool, even though it's super hot. I've got the iPhone earbuds for, because I picked up the iPhone 8 when my 6S died, and of course it came with earbuds, and those earbuds have a microphone. But I've never, I've had so many iPhones, and I very rarely use the earbuds that come with them, and even less often do I use the ones that came with the later models that included a microphone. Just typically if I'm going to talk on the phone, I'm going to talk on the phone. If I'm going to listen to music or listen to podcasts, I do that through either Bluetooth or an auxiliary port, or now with CarPlay, which is awesome in this Kia Soul that I now drive, which I will be taking to Chicago in a week, exactly a week. But I have been looking for ways to improve the audio in Guy's Daily Drive, and I saw something on YouTube as I was doing a search. Really, what I was kind of looking for, if you've ever gone to see live theater of a certain caliber, you'll see that a lot of the actors have this thing that kind of fits around the ear, and then there's a microphone. And these are wireless microphones that go back to a central place, and then they transmit the sound over speakers so that the audience can hear what the actors are saying. So I was kind of looking for something like that. Not so much that by itself, because I didn't need or want the expense of going to a wireless system just for this. And it needed to have the standard Apple quarter-inch, or eighth-inch tip ring sleeve, or maybe it's tip ring sleeve connection into the iPod Touch that I record this with. And if you don't know all that stuff that I just said, the headphone port that's on most iPhones and iPod Touches up to the 7, I think, the iPhone 7. Well, regardless, whatever it was I was going to choose had to work with that port, because I also didn't want to go through the hassle of having the audio recorded separately. So sleepy. Having the audio recorded separately and then having to mix those together in post. The whole thing about Guy's Daily Drive is supposed to be the simplicity of making it. And so far, it is very simple. I recorded here on this iPod Touch. I connect the iPod Touch to the computer sucks it in through Photos. I export it out of Photos into Movie Edit Pro, cut out all the extra stuff that just doesn't matter. Me waiting for the traffic light to change or something along those lines. And then export it, put it on YouTube. And then also take that same file, drop it into a converter program that will extract the audio so that I can use that as the Guys Daily Drive audio podcast section. So, I say simplicity, but that's actually really very simple, considering, all the stuff that's going on there. And so I saw this video on YouTube as I was looking for a microphone to use with this, and the guy was talking about something that I just didn't consider, which was the built-in earbuds that come with almost all these phones. And I guess the new ones have it's either like a lightning port to TRSS or TRRS, whatever, converter, or something along those lines, so that you can still have wired headphones. And I'm curious as to whether or not this would also work with the wireless earpods that Apple sells now. And if it'll work with the earpods, then perfect. I can put one in the ear over here so you can't even see it, and then I'm good to go, assuming that, I can use the microphone. And I'm thinking that it works. I'll find out when I get home and plug this in. But I'm thinking that this is working, what I'm doing right here. And it doesn't, again, it doesn't have to be great audio. It doesn't have to be perfect audio, because that's not what Guys Daily Drive is all about. Guys Daily Drive is just me rambling in the car, my new car. I love my new car, my new little car, as I'm, going down the road doing stuff. So if I can find an easy-to-use solution, and even better, an easy-to-use Apple solution, since, I'm kind of an Apple head, then terrific. I'll do that instead. And I won't look for, weird microphones that I've got to figure out some way to mount in the car. And you know what? It's just, if I have to go to that kind of trouble, then, there's really no point in me bothering. This is just something I'm kind of doing because I'm enjoying using technology, and I'm enjoying the immediacy of doing something like this as compared to the MyMac Podcast, which typically takes me the better part of a day to edit, and then all the rest of the stuff that goes with it. This is quick, dirty, easy, throw it in, throw it out. So that's what's going on with that. And when I get home, I will see how well this microphone works. Hopefully it does. And if it does work, the only thing I might have to do, because this cable's kind of short, is get an extender cable that will work with this. And I have no idea what those would cost, but I would probably need to do it today so that I can have it before I go to Chicago. Because I plan on recording a bunch of these on my way to Chicago, while I'm in Chicago, hopefully, and maybe when I get back. And I wonder, I'll have to play around with it a little bit, but I'm wondering if I can somehow get both myself and another person recording at the same time. So me here in this seat and somebody in this seat next to me. Maybe even Bob Levitas when I pick him up at the airport. I'm picking up Dr. Mac Bob Levitas at O'Hare's Airport on a week from this Friday. The conference, of course, is a week from Saturday and Sunday, July 21st and 22nd. So I'll be picking him up, maybe dropping him back off at the airport on Monday while I'm on my way back. I've budgeted 2 days to get there and 2 days to get back, so it's weird. I'll spend more time, not so much driving, but I'll have more days listed for travel than I will actually being at the conference. And that's bizarre. I've tried, getting back to the sound, I've tried a couple of lav mics. The last one I got, I actually recorded something, and when I listened back to it, it was so awful that it was like, you know what, I couldn't even use it. It was so bad. So that's the story, and that's where I'm going to be going. So, as I said, the Macstock Conference and Expo is coming up, and this is like some of your last chances to get the $70 discount for the entire show, bringing your entire cost for being at the show to $179, which is a silly, silly price. And yeah, if you live anywhere near Chicago, you really should be going. We are going to have so much fun, and you'll probably regret it if you don't go, and it won't happen again until next year. So if you'd like to get a hold of me, my email address is guy@mymac.com, probably. I have a Twitter account, which is MacParrot. You can reach me that way. You can also, we have a Skype number, and 703-509-9470, I think the number is. You can call it, though I won't be playing them here, but lend your moral support. The audio version of Guy's Daily Drive is now up in iTunes, so if you think about it, I would really appreciate it if you could write a review for Guy's Daily Drive. It doesn't have to be, gushing. It doesn't have to be positive. You can just say, Guy's audio sucks, and, he should be paying more attention to driving than he's doing a podcast or whatever. I'll keep doing it, though, so, who cares? That, I think, is going to about do it. You know what? I almost forgot to mention tonight, even though none of you will see this until it's done. Tonight is Wednesday, so at 8 p.m., I'll be doing the Mac to the Future podcast with Warren Sklar. He is back. You don't want to miss that. Or if it's after the fact, you can catch it over there on the YouTubes if you just look for me. Or go to Facebook. You can find it there too. It's the Mac to the Future Go livecast. Done with some really great software from Boinks. The Mimo Live software, MIMO. And it is great software. I'm really digging it. So that will about do it for today. And I will catch you next time as I ramble on Guy's Daily Drive.